Ah, yes. Yes, indeed. All right. So, salute to Hollywood and life. Salute to Jason Lee. Headline for this: People are shocked. Let's see if we will be shocked to find out how hotels recycle used soap bars. Um. So yeah, let's actually roll the clip first, so you can see the entire process.
Hotels throw out millions of bars of used soap every week. But they don't have to go in the trash. Today, Sean Siepler's company, Clean the World, runs a factory that can handle thousands of bars an hour. The used soap comes from thousands of hotels around the world, adding up to about 1.4 million rooms. A giant machine called a refiner cleans the dirt and hair from the top layers, pushing out uniform noodle-like strands from all the differently sized bars. Those strands get heated and mixed with a solution of water and bleach for 7 to 8 minutes to sanitize them. A conveyor belt brings the sterilized mix to a final refiner before it gets molded. A long bar of recycled soap rolls out from the extruder as it's cut into individual bars.
Nice. That reminds me of that. What was that show? Where it shows you like how stuff is made.
How it's made.
Oh. Fair enough. That's what that reminded me of. Anyway, so a bit more on this story. Social media was recently shocked by a video that revealed what happens to used hotel soap. The video, which gained millions of views on TikTok, showcases the recycling process carried out by Clean the World, a company dedicated to reducing waste and promoting sustainability. In the video, it is shown that used hotel soap is broken down, disinfected, and molded into new bars. The process takes place in a recycling soap factory, although the specific location is unclear. I'm okay. I don't. Maybe just no one's business. The video sparked mixed reactions amongst viewers, with some finding the process unsettling and Ace. Thank you. Unsettling and opting to bring their own soap when staying in hotels. On the other hand, there are some who see this as a smart and environmentally friendly solution to reduce waste and promote hygiene. Hotels around the world throw out millions of used soap bars every week, contributing to unnecessary waste. However, Clean the World has found a way to tackle this issue by recycling these discarded bars. So yeah, a little did you know information. And I guess that's the not the I don't want to say dichotomy. That's the question, essentially. What is y'all's feelings? What is our feelings on this? Like, I mean, obviously, there's basically two sides of the coin. Are you super environmentally friendly and you're super down for this, or are you like, based off this, I'm never touching hotel soap and this idea is kind of icky? It gives me the ick. We'll start off with you, Ghost. What do you think of this?
I mean, people that are surprised is there's a lot of unsanitary stuff that goes on in relation to hotels, so I don't know what they expected. It's on surface level, it's not too appealing to think about, but as long as they're being cleaned appropriately, then it makes sense. You don't want it all to go to waste. Now, would I use it? Probably not.
That's the bigger question here. If you went to a hotel and they told you right off the bat, hey, this soap was recently used on some other guy's armpits and his crotch, but they recycled it and reused it, would you feel comfortable? I guess they probably wouldn't post.
Yeah, I would probably bring my own soap regardless. But would this information change my stance if I wasn't opposed to it in the first place? Probably not.
Do you currently bring your own soap in your hotels?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh. Because again, I mean, a lot of the stuff that goes on at home, like, you really think that the hotel they're cleaning stuff that well?
What about the hand soap?
Hand soap?
Yeah, like on the sink.
No, that wouldn't have any impact on. I don't. I don't have a distinction between that and the body soap, but be the same thing.
So you bring hand soap?
I don't bring hand soap. No, that I would still use a hand soap, to be honest.
Ah, okay.
It's soap. Even if it's dirty, quote unquote, it's clean.
Well, no, that's not how that works. But what about you? What about you, Ace? What do you think of the reuse soap? Are you all for it? Or are you like, nah, I'm using my own. I'm not touching that anymore.
I'm definitely good with it. I think I would continue to use it. I am surprised about it. Just because there's a lot of stuff that does get just completely thrown away, and I would have suspected that soap was the same thing. It just get thrown away like food that is over a day old in restaurants or things like that.
Oh my
Like
gosh.
that just all I grouped all that in my mind. I would have thought that was the same for soap, but
That's the next thing they gotta do. They gotta find out a way to recycle food. Obviously, the FDA would probably be a little more interested in how they do that process, but that's neither here nor there. Oh yeah. So what about you, Wes? What do you think of this resoap process? Are you all for it, or are you like, I'm good?
I already knew, and it doesn't bother me none at all.
So you're using the recycled soap, no ifs, ands, or buts about it.
Yeah, as long as the lathers. Oh,
That's my type of guy.
But I will say I've noticed that more hotels are going to the bottle soap, like the liquid soap, and like they'll mount them on the wall of the shower or whatever, so you can't take it to go, and they just refill the bottle of liquid. And I think that is less wasteful in a way. You probably use more of it, but yeah, I think it is less wasteful. Plus, the idea of putting a bar of soap in a hotel is kind of dumb, because who's gonna go through a whole bar in a stay? Like, you a little bit off the top, and then they would throw it away unless they had a way to recycle it. It's quite a bit of waste.
That's a good point. So yeah, I even though this is like news to some people, I'm also not super surprised by it. I think, where there's an opportunity to make the world a bit more recycle or reuse friendly, people will always try to look towards that. And I guess people realize that there's a industry when it comes to hotel soap. And in general, I'm pro-environmentalist. I think some of these initiatives can be done well. I guess another question is, are you guys like this in all aspects, or are there some things you won't budge on? And I guess,
I'll also say that the product quality, as in the chemical content, is probably not great. That's why I do prefer, sometimes I will bring my own stuff. But, sorry, that was an aside.
No, that's fine. I guess that's a good point for why people would just use their own in general. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, is there anything that even though there isn't an environmentally friendly option, you're not budging on? I think I'm probably the person that has probably some extreme examples. In case you didn't know, and I guess none of these things are incredibly wasteful, except the fact that if you're in a restaurant, they give it to you, and if you don't use it, they're still gonna throw it away. But I don't use plastic straws. I don't use toilet paper. What else don't I do? There's a couple of things. In general, I just like to make sure I'm recycling, but sometimes I'm sure there are some things that I could do better when it comes to recycling. I guess I just kind of spin it back. Is there anything that that you do that's maybe not the most environmentally friendly, but you're not budging on? Start with you, Wes, or we'll just spin it back.
Probably, but I can't think of it. I mean, yeah, I don't really insist on straws, although I hate paper straws as that alternative solution.
But you have But you have a better solution instead of paper.
Oh, the metal one? Yeah,
Yeah.
metal works.
Metal straws?
Yeah, you gotta clean.
Okay, so here would be an equivalent for you. Here would be an equivalent if you went to a restaurant and they had a metal straw. Would you use it?
Probably rusty.
Shout
It's stainless
steel.
I feel like maybe. I feel like I have. I mean, we use the silverware. No.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's equivalent, right?
Yeah, it's a little. I mean, you have to be a little bit. You have to use this pipe cleaner.
Yeah.
Trust that restaurants are going to be cleaning each individual straw appropriately.
I mean, do you trust that they're going to clean each individual piece of silverware?
You can look at silverware and you won't know if it's perfectly clean, but you can see if there's stuff on it. You do that really for a straw, unless you're looking through the hole.
I mean, I think you could argue that the most when it comes to like bacteria, a lot of the most harmful things is not going to be it's like there's literally still a piece of chunk of food on your thing, and that's just blatantly like, okay, it's not clean, but there could still be some things that the naked eye just can't see. But okay, you said.
And on the other side, if they run it through the dishwasher at a high enough temperature, also it should die. But also I think in the numbers scheme, if it was bacteria that's going to be killing all these people or hurting, at least making all these people sick, I feel like I don't know. I guess I play on the side of I'm probably not going to be the first person. So if it's been working for that restaurant for any significant amount of time, hopefully, God willing, I'm not a casualty.
And if it makes any better, we're going to have to base off the assumption that you use a very rigorous disinfecting cleaning process that like kills 99% of germs or whatever they say on hand sanitizer.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't know if I could even put my confidence in restaurants doing that for their dishes. So if I'm gonna go to the restaurant, it's already a certain threshold.
Fair enough. What about you, Ace? Is there anything on the environmentalist side that maybe you could do better, or you do weigh something but you're not budging on it?
I don't think so. I don't think there's anything I'm not willing to budge on at all.
I'm trying to think if there's anything that I know you for. I can't think of anything at the top. So maybe you are scot free. And you said, if you would even use the recycled soap at a hotel. So you seem probably more willing to go the distance for the sake of the environment.
Yeah. I think recycling, like anything that's recycled, I can't recall a time when I've been like, oh, I'm not gonna use that. I do hate the paper straws as well, but I don't really have a choice.
Fair enough. Well, you have a choice. You could just not use straws like me. But what about you, Ghost? Anything that you're not the most environmentally friendly on? Anything that you waste that you're not budging on? Or don't use?
I can't really think of anything off the top of my head. Maybe the toilet paper, but I mean, I assume that recycled toilet paper is just different types of paper that have been repurposed into toilet paper, and they're not using.
First of all, no, yeah. How would they be? How could you reuse toilet paper that's already used?
They could find a way.
Jesus, after it's been through the
Toilet
literal
paper.
sewer.
Yeah,
Some people throw it out instead of putting it in the toilet.
You're actually right.
What?
Some people, yeah.
Toilet paper in the trash can?
Certain people's stances on wipes and how they feel about it. Other people probably the same stance on.
No, you're right. I've seen this on social media. Some people will be like,
wipes are not flushable.
Well, they have flushable wipes.
Throw
but
it.
not
That's exactly what I'm talking about. There's plenty of people that throw the toilet paper in the trash.
Hey, it's people.
That's wild.
You're saying it's wild with your whole stance on wipes? What's the difference?
Well,
toilet paper is dissolvable. There's different. There's a standard.
Okay, I'm not talking about dissolvable versus non-dissolvable. I'm just talking about the end result is that you have
What is the purpose?
Material on the wipes, the same material that would be on the wipes is on the toilet paper. I'm not saying that there's a pepper.
Yeah, but my point is, what is the purpose?
I'm saying it's a thing.
I think,
but why not just flush it?
I think some people just have a policy about they're not going to discard anything in the toilet that's not like literal waste or something.
But why? But they flush the waste. I don't understand.
Yeah, but things that we excrete from our body are obviously a different thing than things that are produced by.
But it's going to be on the toilet paper.
I don't understand the logic.
Listen, I'm not saying I would. I'm not saying I understand it fully either. I'm just saying people absolutely positively throw their.
I shouldn't say I don't understand the logic. I just don't understand what would drive someone to do that. But yeah, I guess that. But
the moral of the story is, if you can, obviously try to be a bit more environmentally conscious. What's the 3 R's? Recycle, reuse, and
reduce.
Reduce. Thank you. Yes. But if nothing else on that particular topic, we can move on to the next joint.